All right, good afternoon, everybody. Today is July 28th. It's a Tuesday. I'm coming to you from Berlin, Wisconsin. I am Nicci, part of the Nicnacknits podcast. Don't laugh at me, Heather. I'm changing
I
it up.
just
Keeping it
started.
new.
I started to go, and then I was like, "Wait, she's not done yet." My name is Heather, and I'm coming to you from Southern California, and I'm the other half of the Nicnacknits podcast.
So we are going to jump right in with um, admin.
Mhm.
And we have quite a few tales going along right now in our Ravelry group. All the links are always down below our videos. And for the most part, our projects are there too, but I have two today that I have to go make a project page for after this. Otherwise, yeah, all the information where to find us on Instagram,
Mhm.
Facebook, our shop, because we
Mhm.
will shop, and our Ravelry group, of course, like I said. And please go over there and subscribe. Subscribe here on the channel if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps us get out there. So with that being said, we have our Socket to Me, which is a
Yeah. Hold on one second.
okay.
Also, if you're not subscribed to our podcast and you are a regular viewer, we are going to do a 100 subscriber giveaway. So share and like and let your
All
friends
fun
know.
stuff.
Um, but we are planning to do that as soon as we reach that goal.
And a little boy downstairs.
And as you can tell, all of us have life going on around us. So we're
Yeah.
just gonna keep it real
And I
today,
feel
guys.
a little
Sorry.
boy downstairs. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. Gabe's cute.
So back to what we were saying. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Every month we do it in every 2 months, but all year long it's Sock It To Me. All you need to do is one sock. As long as it's an adult sock, it counts. If you get both done in 1 month, take a picture of both. You can enter them both twice, so you have one in one. And anybody who participates and gets one for every month, I've been keeping track. Have a notebook with all your names. At the end, there's a special drawing for you in the first episode of January. So there's that knit along. Then we have the Scrappy towel, which is anything scraps, any of those scrappy blankets you're working on, maybe a scrappy sweater, socks. I mean, we double dip with the socks. And then those are my two that I have, right?
Yeah, you have the scrappy and you have the dish. The dishcloth is ending.
Oh, and the dishcloth with Brittany that we're co-hosting with Brittany from B Wings Comforting Crafts on Ravelry, Knit for Brains podcast over on Ravelry as well.
Mm-hmm.
Crocheting Hoovian is over on YouTube and on Ravelry. And then I'm forgetting the other two names. I will look that up while Heather is going through her couple.
Yeah. So I have the Get Her Done, which is a monthly draw. So we're gonna draw the prize for the next time. The first episode of August. I'm sorry about the noise. And then I also have the Stephen West, which we are going to do a quarter at the end of September. September, yeah. And that's all I got going on.
The other two people.
The Blizzard along is ending at the end of July.
Yep. So yeah, you have a few more days in this month to get entered in some of those.
Scooters have reached.
Get Her Done. The Get Her Done and the Blizzard along with the snowflakes. Anything with snowflakes, crochet or knitted, or in the motif of a dishcloth, color work, anything. If you could enter those over with us, and then also with Doc Firewoman over on a Diary of a Physicist Farm Gal is her YouTube channel. And the other two also co-hosting with Comforting Crafts is Happy Little Yarn with Amy and PJ Knits with Penny. So all those are over on Ravelry, and you can enter in there for Brittany. The only stipulation is that you are sending the dishcloth to her for her church. Her goal is to try to get 500 this year, and that goes through December 31st. And then the only thing I wanted to add on with Heather talking about the Stephen West, anything Stephen West we're accepting. He just had 3 new shawls come out. Summer, summer. I can't remember the name of the 3-pack. I'm sorry. It's a Scrappy Triangle, Botanical, and the Parallelogram. And Arkansas Yarn Co. is hosting a knit-along starting August 1st with the Botanic shawl. And she has kits over in her shop. Go check them out on her new app for Arkansas Yarn Co. You can download it on Android or iPhone. And she's hosting that one from August 1st till October 3rd when his MCAL comes out. And then she's also hosting another Stephen West from August 1st through January 1st. That's any of his, what is it called? Slip stitch patterns. So, and there's a bundle created in her Ravelry group, so go check that out. That is all of our admin. I think we don't have any prizes to draw until September 1st for the socks. And
Yeah.
oh no, we do have one at the beginning of August. I apologize. Our Blizzard Long.
Yeah, well, it'll be the Blizzard Long and the Get Her Done.
And the Get Her Done, yep.
Yeah,
So
and
hopefully
the rest of them will be later on.
Hopefully some of you are getting your stuff off the needles. I started to this last month because August for us again is we're going to try not to cast anything on, but that doesn't start until the 1st that we stop casting on, so I will probably cast something on even on the 31st quickly before I can't cast on for a month.
Yeah, I'm going to cast on some stuff. I casted on my husband's Christmas in July socks because I realized that I had like 5 days left. But
not that we can't do this after August, but you know, we always feel pressure when we can't cast on.
So I'm definitely going to cast on some stuff in the next couple days just because I feel like I have to. So we're going to take a quick pause and we'll be back with FOs. Okay, now we're back with our FOs. I have 3, Nicci has 5, so she's going to start.
I'm going to start with the biggest one. Here's my soundtrack. You guys never saw it casted on because I think we cast it on July 4th and I got it done on Sunday. So that was my biggest one.
Sunday, the 26th. Yeah. Yep. Who's it by? The pattern. What yarn did you use?
The pattern, I have no idea. Olive Knits, I think. Olivian, I don't know. I can tell you that the yarn I used was Color Crafter by Sheep View, and it was purchased at Around the Table Yarns from our friend Kim yarn shop. I don't even have the labels anymore. That's how much out of the podcasting world I've been lately.
She did this because it was a knit along for Around the Table Yarns, and their goal was to do it
4 days, or well, this year was 4 weeks, but depending on your size.
Oh, depending on your size was 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was by Marie Green. And this was her 4th year. So this year she did in multiples of 4.
Oh, okay.
So, and
Nicci did short sleeves.
I did because I realized that if I do 3/4 length or long sleeve, I don't ever wear the sweater.
Mm-hmm. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Are you posting pictures at the end of you standing up?
No, not in this one because I don't. So I was supposed to get pictures done on Monday and my battery died on my car. So I wasn't able to go get the photos done of everything I got finished and sent out because there's going to be other things that I've finished. Besides this, I finished a pair of gloves. I finished a pair of socks and 8 hats that all got sent out
Mhm.
already.
Right.
So the hats and the glove I will picture at the end. The socks aren't gone yet. I put them in a really good spot after I knit them so that I wouldn't lose them, and I lost them because that's my really good place.
Yeah. When she finds them, she'll show them.
Yep.
Okay, so like I said, I have 3. My first really big one, I guess I'll show my big one first, is my Rift.
So
This
pretty.
is it. I finished the sleeves. All my ends are woven in. It is completely and utterly done. I did not block the. I mean, it's just Yarn Bee yarn from Hobby Lobby. So about this, I love the yarn. I love the feel of this yarn. I love this. I like the sweater construction. I like the sweater pattern. It's not the right sweater for me right now. So I am going to make another one later. I think we all pretty much decided we're going to make another one later. And I'm going to extend it. This one I'm going to give to my daughter. It fits her really nice. She's smaller than I am. She hasn't had 3 kids, so she doesn't have the pregnancy belly bulge that I have currently. So I'm going to give this to her. It's kind of bittersweet. She loves it. I like it, but I'm gonna make another one. Probably not in the same color, even though I like it. But yeah, nothing against the pattern. Nothing against the designer of the pattern. It's just not the right fit for me. That's that.
So my next one was my pair of socks that I finished for my husband. That one's turning. So this is out of the self-striping is the Scotty, and it is the camouflage, and then the black for the heels and toes was just the black from Knit Picks. I never match my socks, but somehow I magically match them.
Yeah. She's usually the one that's like, I don't care.
I don't care. I just start knitting.
And I'm like, I gotta make them somewhat
Cohesive?
Yeah. My next one is a little baby hat.
Mm-hmm.
I made this for my soon-to-be, I'm
So
calling
cute.
him my nephew, but he's not really my nephew. It's my best friend's son. She's pregnant. Yes, her baby shower was this past Saturday, and I did not give this to her because I'm going to give it to her all in one package, and I'm not done yet. You'll see in whips. So this is the barley hat without the
ribbing.
panel, the ribbing pattern. Yeah, ribbing panel. And that's it. It's made out of Lion Brand Baby.
It looks really cute though how it knit up.
I like it, yeah.
The stripes.
And like you'll see in my whip, I have something in this yarn too.
Okay.
That it's kind of doing similar stuff. So.
My next one was on the needle since 2014.
Yeah. 1-4.
This is a shawl that I started my first year of knitting. Or no, not my first year. My second, I think. But yeah, I was down there, so I really didn't have much to go before it was done.
Is that like a jumbo stitch marker?
It is.
Okay, I was like, that looks really big. Is it just my eyes playing tricks on me?
No.
Is that like...
No, it's one of those, I call it like a diaper clip. It's basically the size of my thumb.
Oh, wow. I've never seen him that big.
So, yeah. I mean, that was before I knew about indie anything or yarn dyers, bag makers, stitch markers, any of that. So the yarn is marled, as what was on the package name. I I don't know the numbers or anything because back then I didn't take really good notes on Ravelry. And then I held it together. I don't know if you guys can see the strand of brown, like lace weight throughout the whole thing.
Not really.
Yeah.
It blends really well.
So like right in here, maybe you can, probably not. But I just held it through the whole thing. It's really soft. It'll probably go as a Christmas gift, to be honest.
Did you do any kind of like pinning, stretching out, anything?
No, it's just an acrylic yarn because, like I said, this was all before I knew anything about any indie dyers. And it was just a small little local shop that was only open 3 years here in town. And other than Malabrigo, she really did in brown sheep and patents is what she basically had. And so everything else was acrylic. And I didn't know any better than to not do lace work with acrylic. So. You want me to?
Okay, I'm just gonna do my last one real quick. Gabriel does not want to stay upstairs. So part of my baby gift knitting or crafting, I'm making these loveys. They're sold by Michaels. I'm not sure the brand. DMC is the brand, and they're called Lovey Tops. So this one was a little dragon. It's green, blue.
Oh, it's a granny square.
Yeah, this one I made it into a granny square. I'm doing all of them into different patterns. I have 3 total that I'm gonna make, and they have little loops on the back so that you can Velcro them to pacifiers.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So at the bottom there's these ribbons that you would tie to attach it. I just left it in a bow because I wasn't sure if she wants to keep it on there or not. If she wants to remove it and attach it to a pacifier, that's what this little Velcro strap's for. So that's one, and then I have one working right now, and then I have one more to make. So I have a few more weeks until the baby's born, but I'm going to give her all this stuff before he's here. So that's one. And now I'm going to mute.
I finished the baby flex. I actually did this one in Sheep G's Color Crafter again. And there will be a matching hat and slipper socks. I did it without, like Heather did, no garter bridges to make the bumps. And because this is a DK weight, I just went up a size from what I wanted because the pattern is either wrote for fingering or for worsted. And right now, like, this is perfect for nights in Wisconsin. And the little girl that's getting this is from here. And the Color Crafter, this one is colorway 2008. So like I said, I still have more to finish in that one. So, you have one more?
No, I'm done.
Okay. So I have a big one, but all the same thing. I'm just going to quickly show these. So I did some washcloths. There's 3 in this color for Brittany. 2 in that one. This one. 2 in the orange and yellows. 3 in this one. 1 in this. And that. 2 in this. And 2 in this pastel-y baby type one. All of this is just leftover cones that we have from when my grandma used to make a bunch of we have a lot of either their sugar and cream or peaches and cream. You know that Lime Brand and Bernat, I think that's all of them. And I think Red Heart might have one too. I'm not sure. But
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, these are all leftovers, so I couldn't tell you that they're still in or out.
Right.
They're just old scraps of ours, so We're trying to get as many as we can for Brittany, and I'll mail them all out in December. So that is all my finished objects. If we could take a break, and we will be right back.
Yep, be back.
All right, everybody, and now we are back with our whips. I have 3 going. Well, I have way more than 3, but right now I'm going to talk about 3 of them.
Active.
I just realized that I forgot to show something in finished whips, in finished objects.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No worries. Go ahead.
Because we were getting ready to come up on August and do all the finish all our whips, I was trying to get off. That's why the shawl came off. And then this Times Square hat from Knitting Expat. Her hat collection from New York. Last time you thought I was down there, so I finished it. I really like it. I would put it on, but I look ridiculous with my new haircut and hat, so that's not going to happen right now.
No, she doesn't. She just thinks she does.
I have no hair anymore at all that comes out the bottom of this hat.
That's true. So it's. Did you say
the yarn itself was a leftover scrap of Arkansas Yarn Co. I do not I think this is maple leaf, but I'm not 100%. But I didn't even use up all my leftovers of it. So this is a really good DK, like, stash busting if you have like scraps in that, because
Guess what?
I had made a shawl out of that yarn and I just got all this.
So I have the leftovers of my Riff sweater. Do you think that I could make the Times Square hat out of that?
Totally. I will weigh it. Just remind me later, but I'll weigh it and then give you how much it like actually took.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say I had about 50 grams, and I put it away. I still have like probably 20 grams of it.
Yeah.
So I think at most it took 30.
Okay. I'm just, because that's like the Soft and Sleek is not a true DK.
Right.
So I don't know, like.
It's on 4s and 6s, so I think you.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it would show any holes or anything at that point.
Okay. Okay, so I have 3. Nicci has 3. I'm gonna go first. So my all of my stuff is baby knits. Baby stuff. It's not all knit. Some of it's crocheted. So my first item that I'm gonna show you guys is this. Is the Star Blanket. This is a Crochet Crowd yarn inspiration pattern. It's free. It's on. I watched the YouTube channel or the YouTube video for the Crochet Crowd. Years ago, I started making these. I think
on Yarn Inspirations is where it's found.
Yarn Inspirations. Yeah, is the website. But like if you go on YouTube, it's Crochet Crowd. So I make these for pretty much every baby that I know that is born. I use them for swaddle blankets. So basically, like, you put the baby's head at one of the points and then fold up the points and then wrap these 2 points around the baby. And then it has like a little something to cover the baby's head too, but it doesn't like flop into their face. So this one is out of Bernat Baby in the I'm not sure colorway. It has something to do with ocean. I know that it's still available. I bought mine from Walmart, so I know it's still available. Yeah, that's my first. I'm just crocheting. It's crocheting. I'm using a H crochet hook.
Nice.
Nicci's turn.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my needle. So my next project, okay, there we go. The next project is the Parallella Lamb West that I cast it on with him and Jack from around the table, their son, just started knitting, and he wanted to do this one. So that's how I bought the pattern to begin with, all those 3 that I started. So, all my yarn is Yarn Bee, Soft and Sleek DK.
Mm-hmm.
This is Pumpkin Cedar,
Mm-hmm.
the one that you just made your sweater out of.
Ocean Wave.
And this is the green that you used in your shrug again.
Irish.
And I'm panning for gold, or no, that's not
Dijon.
Mm-hmm. And over here is Oxblood.
Mm-hmm. And that really small one is...
Maybe that one's... I can't remember right
I
now.
think that one's cedar, and the large one is
Sage.
Something.
Yeah, so this one's cedar.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember for the life of me the one
Mommy,
I started
I
with.
still have a drink.
And I don't even know how I'm gonna mark it, you guys, to let you know like where I went, because we literally keep going around. So I just put the stitch marker originally there to let me know that like this was my right side when I started. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet.
What is the... So each section is numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like,
And
it goes...
and it goes A, B, C, D. So yeah, it keeps going 1 through, I think it's like 40 something. And then, but it's side A, B, C, D. And so the whole time, you have this octopus of needles.
Right.
So,
But like I'm saying, like if you have... Like if you put the stitch marker on the last one that you finish...
I'd have to put 2 because it's on these 2. Well, I'd have to put 4 and then 1 on either side.
What do you mean?
Literally, you go in a circle. So I go from here.
No, not the needle, the stitch marker.
Yeah, but you go around in a circle the whole time. So I could put that I was on blue,
Oh, I see.
maroon, the green, and the mustard. Because when I add on it, we're still going around.
I see what you mean. That's a good idea.
Before I had these little stitch markers that I got from Around the Table Yarn, or not stitch point protection, I guess.
Needle.
Yeah, needle something.
Needle stoppers.
Yeah, there you go. But before I got those, like, this was a hot mess. Like, I literally lost stitches off the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm literally just using my 31 Metro bag that I keep all my pins on. Because, yeah, I didn't want to keep losing the needles and pulling it in and out of other bags. So this one's nice and open. I can just set it on top.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So my next one is another lovey. And this lovey I'm doing corner to corner. So I'm on my downward slope. What's that?
I said, yes, you are, from the last time I saw it.
Yeah, I was... Last time she saw it, I was still here. Like, I hadn't started the decreases. So I'm down on the downward slope now. This is, like I said, it's the same thing. The Lovey Tops by DMC. None of them have colorway. No. This Lovey, I think, is going to
Doesn't it go by the monster on top of it, or little...
Yeah, whatever it is on top. So I think this one's going to be a dog. I have a dragon. No, this one's a dinosaur. This one's a dinosaur, and I still have to make the dog. So
Okay.
That's this. I'll just show you the dog. This is the dog. And I'm going to use the same pattern that and these come with knitting patterns, but I'm not using them. For this one, I'm going to use the same pattern that I'm using for the blanket.
Oh, the star?
Yeah.
So it'll be down.
Aww.
Kind of like patriotic colors. I don't know.
Right.
But it would look nice with the star. So They're all using the same crochet hook. For everything I'm crocheting, I'm using the same 8 crochet hook.
All right. My next one is a test knit for Nicnacknits, and it's the marled everyday marl.
Mm-hmm.
And in this pattern, she's writing it to be a cardigan, steek or otherwise. I didn't have any woolly wool to steek, so I decided the other option is to make it as a pullover. And so I'm making it as a pullover, and I am using 8 different colors instead of her, in the pattern she calls for 5. But I didn't want to have to purchase a whole bunch more yarn right now because I have so much. Sorry guys, I just dropped a bunch of stitches. I have so much yarn to use up, so I decided to marl some of my yarns together because that was the purpose. And they're back on there. I need to put something up. But so here's the front. I had just pretty much joined and around here. And my color is marl, so you're holding fingering weight double.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I started with the very light gray, which is a this is knit style yarn. This is a knit style yarn. They fade together there, then the 2 together, and then I just started using knit style with Lola. Lola did it,
Mm-hmm.
and her hippo for birthdays from 2018.
Mm-hmm.
The second one with the green in it was Vintage Carousel from Disney. And the first gray was Kitten Whiskers. So, and as I fade them in, I will tell you guys the colors. And this is one of those that I don't have a project page for right now because the pattern isn't up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, once it goes live, then I can put everything up there. And I dropped stitches, so now I have to pick those all back up.
I am on. So I am doing a sleep sack for Jameson, who will be who's baby. I am basically modifying the tin can knits. I'm not basically, I am modifying the tin can knits slacks pattern. And this is what I've got so far. So I cast on and I did the yoke, how you would do it. I'm doing the 6 to 9 month size because this is worsted weight yarn and we live in California, so he's not going to wear it for a while.
I like the way it's striping on that too.
Yeah, so it's the same yarn as I did with the hat. But so I did the yoke and the separation for sleeves the same as I did as you would for the normal flax. I didn't do the bumps on the side. And then I just started knitting. So I am at 11.5 inches, I think, from the last time I measured. And I put it on my 16-inch needles. These are from Knitpicks, to just go round and round and round. And I'm trying to get to 23 inches before I do the ribbing, because I'm going to do 2 inches of ribbing to make it in, and I'm going to switch back to size 6 needles for that. Yeah, it's pretty, I just modified the pattern. It's pretty self-explanatory. All of the, and then I'm going to do short sleeves. I'm going to do a couple rows and then do an inch of ribbing and then bind off.
Really cute.
Yeah, it's going to be really cute, I think. And she got a couple at the baby shower. And, like, they were just kind of like onesie material, so it's just like cotton, you know?
Right.
And she did say, like, that she likes that idea of having, like, because I wasn't sure, like, some people are all for sleep sacks. Some people are like, it's mostly girls, or something like whatever.
Right.
So I wasn't sure how she would take it, but the ones that she got were like onesie, just basic cotton material. And she said that she was into the idea of using sleep sacks, so I didn't tell her I was making her one out of yarn that would be more like a winter time for him. But I think it'll be well received.
Good. And then my last thing I've been working on, I started yesterday when the yarn came in, is the Stephen West Botanical. And I know you can't really put the light behind me. Maybe if I turn it off.
You can see it. Oh, that's better though.
But so this pattern he wrote with his auber balls. So I have, and that's the ribbing, the garter bumps actually, is auber balls that Lori has started carrying in her shop, and then Arkansas Yarn Co. on her yummy plush base that she now has. And there was no colorway name on this one when she sent it to me, so I'm not exactly sure on that one. And the auber ball, they don't have number ways, they have just numbers, and this is 1564, so it's going to take 2 of these.
I really like that.
And then the 2 of the, I guess, turquoise right now I'll call it. Until I find out otherwise.
You know you're calling your
You're calling your friend, Mom. So that is all we both have for whiffs, correct? Okay. We will be right back with acquisitions after we talk to Gabe for a little while, I guess. So be right back, guys.
We'll be back. All right, we're back with our last segment. We have acquisitions. I have one. Nicci has more than one. So I'm going to go first just to get it out of the way quick.
But it covers both of ours, so I don't have to show mine.
Yes, you do.
Okay, fine.
We both received the Night Owl Fiber. Rachel, we're both getting her Harry Potter yarns every month, and this month, is it this month? Yeah, I guess this month.
It was for July.
She does it, so like she'll do it like the 16th to the 15th. So it's like it came out the 16th of June to the 6th to the 15th of July, but she calls it her July colorway. So that's why I get confused. But for July, it is George and Fred.
Yeah.
Fred and George. I said that.
Fred and George.
The Weasley twins. So this is what it looks in the skein. And it is self-striping. I still have my Neville Longbottom from June that I have not.
That I regret not getting, but yeah. Did you get Barn Owl or Tawny?
I didn't know that we could choose.
I don't know if we could or not. I didn't know.
I get Barn.
Okay.
I think they all come on Barn Owl.
Okay. I just started doing the monthly one, so.
Yeah, I think all of them that I've gotten come on Barn Owl, and I don't think I can ever choose.
Okay. I haven't ever looked. I know that I went in there to get the same thing, and then I got her Christmas.
Yours is different than mine.
Where's mine?
Yours is more like orangey.
Yeah, we'll see when they end it up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think though that I'm gonna put this on my needles until probably October, honestly, with everything else that we have coming.
Yeah, I said that I wanted to do them monthly, like the month after, because she ships them out on the 20th of the month, so they don't arrive to me. Like I got this on the 25th, so they don't arrive to me until almost the end of the month. So like for May's, I did in June, and that was Molly Weasley.
Sorry.
I saw that. And in July, I was going to do Neville, so then these would be my August socks. But I am still, like, I have to put the heel on my second Molly Weasley sock, so.
And I really want to get next month, so.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting it. Every month, I don't care what it is, like, if it's a Harry Potter colorway, I'm getting it. And Evelyn was really mad when this came, because she thought that there were going to be 2 mini skeins, like 2 half skeins, and one was going to be Fred and one was going to be George. And she was like, that's how you have to do it that way. You have to do it. I was like, that's not how it's coming. Like, I showed her the picture on Instagram because Rachel posts the picture every month. It's not a surprise. Like, you know what you're getting.
That's what I like about it, because you can opt out if it's not something in your color house.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so hold on. I have a story to tell about that too. So she was like, it only makes sense that it comes in 2 half skeins so that you can have 1 sock Fred and 1 sock George. So when it came, and it wasn't like that, even though I told her it wasn't going to be like that, she was still mad. I was like, well, you can message Rachel and let her know that you're mad. She's like, no, I won't do that. So she saw this month's colorway. It's Bellatrix Lestrange. And she was like, I really don't want to like this colorway, but I really do. I really don't like her, but I really like this color. I was like, I know, me too. And she was like, are you going to get it? I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. She's like, but it's hand-dyed yarn. I was like, yeah, because I won't let her wear my hand-dyed yarn socks because she put Nitpick socks in the washer. So after that, I was like, nope, no hand-dyed socks. You can't wear them.
Not yet. Not until you remember this.
So that's it. I love Rachel's yarn. I love her service. I love her. Every package she sends to me comes with a personalized note. Yep. You know, she's really, her customer service and her attention to
detail
is really great. Yeah. I will always support Rachel. And her podcast is good too. She has a podcast with her mom. Anyways, Nicci show.
Not Nicci show. So this, you guys know that I'm doing the character.
Leading.
No. The name, we know it's Leading in Fiber Arts. I was trying to remember the cast of characters is what it's called.
Yeah.
So this is month number 4, and this one is the first one that's come, and you could literally use all those for one project. These are really good minis for my husband's socks, but I don't know if I'm gonna give him Leading Fiber and Arts.
Leading Men Fiber
Arts. Fiber and Arts. Yeah.
Leading Men Fiber
Arts.
There's no second men.
I know, but I always use it that way. I don't know why. Leave me alone.
I know.
Then I got this from Knit Style.
I like it.
And this is her happy hour, and she has a sale going on right now. So I just couldn't pass it up.
And you're gonna send me half that skein.
When and if I ever use it, I don't know. I'm gotta pull out all my yarn again to make another marl for the journey home in November, and I don't know how many skeins I'm gonna need.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna put all my yarn out on my 2 kitchen tables and try to make a cohesive marl to make a sweater out of.
Are you doing it as full, like to the floor?
Not to the floor, no. To my knees.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Somewhere between the bottom of my butt and my knee.
Yeah, that's where I want to go too.
So, there's that. Then with the other yarn I had started, the Botanic shawl from Stephen West. That one is going to be for Lori. And then this is my set for that.
Oh, that's pretty.
So, sorry for the crinkle, but these are those Zebra balls, and of course they're not facing where I can read you the number of the blue one.
That is so pretty.
This is number 1535. I'll pull it out of the bag so you can actually see the color bed.
I like it.
So, I don't know if it'll be another. I think it'll be another botanic shawl for myself, but I'm also tossing around the idea of doing his muslin mosaics with it. I haven't decided.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that I could use my whirl and my whirlette for that shawl?
Oh yeah, you'd have way more than enough, I think.
But would the whirlette be enough to do as like my solid?
You'd have to buy a second.
I'd have to buy a second whirlette, huh?
But
I have enough.
Cost effective wise, you'd have enough with the other one, the gradient, and then the two whirlettes. You would have the shawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you decide to do another one out of your blue,
I think I'm going to cast that on the first with everybody else casting them on for the knit along.
Yeah. So if you, if that's what you do, you for sure do that with your second, like that set you got from Lori.
Yeah.
I might be willing to do the same thing, and then I'll just order another whirlette from around the table.
And if you've ever been like scared to jump on the Stephen West board, like with his shawls, because let's face it, like my painted bricks, we were well over 700 and some odd stitches at the end.
Oh, you were well over, almost close to 1,000.
And I mean, even when I did his single skein shawl, that Zoolander, at the end, the last row, if I calculated right, I had like almost 700 even on that one to Pico bind off. This one legitimately only has, at the very end of it, even after your border work, only 271 stitches. When you get to the main like border on it, you're only at 240 some stitches. So this is a very beginner friendly trying to do a Stephen West.
Right. I think I might do that.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
So my next purchase from around the table, you're good. I bought this hand-dyed yarn. It's a bulky. And it's called Unicorn Barf. And I literally got this colorway because it reminded me of the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why. So, and I bought, to go along with that kit, for these two pink balls to go with it. And this is going to be for a brioche chunky weight, the Big Easy cowl. It's a free pattern. And they are doing a brioche class. So over on their Zoom, you can go buy a kit or, purchase it from the shop. They mail it out to you, and then August 6th and 8th they're doing the brioche classes. So it'll be, I don't know. The first time I took brioche, I flunked out. So this will be my second attempt.
This will be my first attempt to do brioche, but I feel like I can do it. So.
Yeah. I hope I can. They say that doing it around is much easier than working flat, so I'm hoping that. And the only other thing I have to share is my swatch. Because I don't want to knit the swatch in the month of August while we're trying to get things off the radio.
Yeah, I have my swatch now.
On September 1st, we are casting on another sweater with friends, the Catch and Release. And this is very new to me, using size 10 needles on some green weight yarn. So I wanted to see how it knit up, and I wanted to see how my fingers adjusted to size 10s again, because I haven't used those in years, really.
I don't think I ever knit anything on size 10.
I did a lot of, when I first started knitting, I did a lot of infinity cowls on 11s and 13s. But that was because I was more of the instant gratification knitter back then.
I mean, I've used that big of a crochet hook, but I've never used that big of a knitting needle before.
I think I have once on crochet. I think I use like a Q.
Yeah.
But that is all I have for you guys this time.
That's all I got, I think. Yep.
So, providing me and Heather can keep our lives in and on track for the next couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
we will be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we're going to shoot for another Saturday.
Yeah.
I think for right now, just because of the way that everything is going, my state announced that my kids will not be going back to school in a regular setting this year. So that means that they will be home with me. I won't be able to go back to work. So they'll be home with me doing school. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is
My
at this
high
point.
schooler is pissed beyond all get out. My 5th grader is kind of on the fence about it. My soon-to-be first grader is kind of like, yay, because he doesn't like leaving me at any time, let alone to go to school. So he's all on board for it. But we try not to talk about it in front of Evelyn because she's madder than hornets. So
JJ gets to go back, but it's not a normal school setting. It's half days and half online. But he's happy, kind of.
Yeah. So.
He's happy that he gets to go back to school, but he's mad because he doesn't want to do any online schooling at all. He wants it all in the classroom.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, this is going to be our new norm for a while. So I think we're going to shoot. From my half of the Nicnacknits podcast, I would like to shoot for Saturdays.
Saturdays are much easier for me.
Yeah, just because I don't have crazies interruptions and stuff, so.
But like we, at the end of, especially right now at the end of summer, I don't know where I'll be on weekends because we've only got a few back before school starts. You've got less than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the beginning of August. We don't go back
Our,
until September.
Right now our start date is August 18th.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, so we will be on Saturdays, and if we go 1 week or 3 weeks, please forgive us. We are here. If you have any questions, feel free to message us on Ravelry or Instagram.
Yes, always.
We're both pretty active on both.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yep.
So until next time, have a great rest of your summer and happy knitting.
Happy knitting.